Hello everyone, my name is K. Rangaya, lecturer in commerce. Now I am going to explaining about demand analysis. In this demand analysis, I am sharing few things about demand analysis, that is introduction, meaning, and factors influencing demand or determinants of demand. These things I am discussing about now. When coming to the introduction of demand, the business firms or the business organizations need some decision about production, or the business firms produce goods for sale in the market. So the business people have to take or make two decisions about these two decisions, what to produce. So which product we have to produce in the market, and which product having demand, like that we have to this point, and how much to produce. So that is a quantity, so how much quantity we have to produce in the production. So this is called what? Introduction of demand. And these two decision depend on the state of demand. So this is called what? Introduction of demand. When coming to the meaning of demand, the demand means the desire for any product, or we can use commodity also here, any commodity or service that a person wishes to buy at a given price. So when talking about this one more, the demand means desire for any product and service that person wishes to buy at a given price. So this is called meaning about. When you talk about this meaning, that the desire means what? Desire means what? Need. Desire for any commodity or service. When talking about desire, that desire is related to any product. For example, you want bikes, you want mobile phone. So that is called, we are sometimes the consumers or customers are having some desires. So I want this bike, I want this car, like that they are having like this desire. And when coming to the meaning, I will tell you one more meaning also here. Simple meaning I am telling. Demand is equal to desire plus willingness to pay plus ability to pay. So when talking about demand, so we have to observe three things, three words. That is, the first one is what? Desire, and willing to pay, and ability to pay. When coming to the desire, that desire related to services, either that desire related to commodity or that desire related to product. For example, sometimes the customer need some products. They are expecting something. They are liking this. I want this car. I like this car bike. So in future I have to buy this car, like that. So that is called desire of that product. And second point, willing to pay. So when you talk about willing to pay means what? When talking about willing to pay, ready to pay. So when talking about willing to pay, that means what? Ready to pay. So we are here. For example, I want a bike. So I have money. Immediately I have to pay money. So that is called willing to pay. When coming to the ability to pay, that is called purchasing power. When coming to the ability to pay, that is called what? Purchasing power or capacity of the customer or consumer. Purchasing power. For example, you can take, so I want bike, Yamaha bike. So that Yamaha bike in the market price 1 lakh is there. So I have 1 lakh rupees. I have 1 lakh capacity. 1 lakh, that is called purchasing power. So that is called ability to pay. So that is called meaning. So when you talk about demand, the demand is equal to desire plus willing to pay plus ability to pay. So that is called demand meaning. So next, coming to the factor influencing demand or determinants of the demand. When you're talking about factors influencing of demand or determinants of demand, the first point, price of the commodity. The price of the commodity or the price of the product is the basic consideration for the determining of the demand of the commodity. Other things means what? For example, when you talk about the price of the commodity, so this is one of the basic consideration of the determining of the demand. So in the market the product prices are increasing and decreasing. Okay, for example, if we are increasing price 10 rupees and the demand is decreasing, and if it is decreasing price, the demand automatically will increase, like that. So that is a inverse relation is there in this determinants. And next, second point, consumer income. The consumer income is also influencing the demand. The consumer incomes is affected to the demand, whether either, for example, the consumer is they are earning more income, they will buy more products. The consumer is getting less income, they are buying less products. That is called, for example, the consumer of income is increasing, he will purchasing bundles of goods or he will purchasing more products. That is called consumer income. So consumer income also influencing the demand. And next point, consumer tastes and hobbies or preferences. When you're talking about this one, the consumer or the customers tastes or habits and preferences are changing or influencing the demand. For example, some customers like ice cream, some customers like chocolates, some customers like egg puff or curry puff, whatever they depending on their tastes or their habits or their preferences. So that also these points also influencing the demand. The demand for many goods depend on the person tastes, habits and preferences. Demand for several products like ice cream, chocolates or other puri or chapati, whatever like that. Okay, and that is called consumer tastes and preferences. And next point and last point, price of the related goods. When you're talking about price of the related goods in the market, if the price of one good influencing the quantity demanded of the another good, means what? In the market, the price of the one good or one product, one good, that influence the quantity demanded of the another good. These goods are we are discussing related to substitute goods and complementary goods. When you're talking about substitute goods, the substitute goods can be satisfied by alternative similar goods. When you talk about substitute goods, satisfy the alternative similar goods. they are said to be substitute to each other. For example, you can take tea or coffee. You can take coffee or tea.